Hey everyone, Mr. DVB here. So I was originally planning on doing a video that would just be me discussing every single thing that was released at the DC Fandom event today, but I was not expecting a full-on trailer for Matt Reeves' Batman, so I am going to be doing a separate video talking about the rest of the things. This particular video is just going to be about the Batman, because I was not expecting a 2-minute trailer. I was expecting at most like a 30-second teaser that would, show a few shots of Bruce Wayne, maybe one shot of Batman, hopefully, and maybe the Batmobile. Like, I kind of discussed the things I thought we would see, and I actually was pretty damn spot on as far as, specific shots, but I was not expecting as much as we got. We got to see, we got to hear his voice, first of all. We get to hear Robert Pattinson speaking as Batman. We get to see him beat the shit out of a guy.
Who are you supposed to be? I'm vengeance.
Like, guys, my hype is through the roof for this movie, and it doesn't even come out till next October. It's over a year until this film comes out. It's my most anticipated movie of 2021. I'm a huge Batman fan. I've talked about this many times before. It's my favorite comic book hero, but holy crap, I was not expecting this much. So I'll kind of go through this. It's not really an analyzation. It's just going to be me going through what I remember off the top of my head. I actually saw the trailer about an hour ago. It leaked online, actually, so I managed to watch it early. But it was like not the greatest quality. So when I saw when I saw the official trailer fully uploaded on the live stream and everything, it was better. But yeah, first of all, it looks great. Like it has a dark tone, which I really like. I was talking about how I want the film to have a serious tone, but I don't want the darkness to overshadow it to the point where it's like, you're watching Batman kill people and all this shit like we saw in Zack Snyder's version of Batman. Which I still liked his Batman, but I think that he took it far in some places. But this is exactly what I wanted. It's got a super dark and kind of almost disturbing tone because of like the murder investigation aspect of it, which, by the way, I've said this before, movies like Silence of the Lambs and stuff, I love those types of films. I love investigation type movies. So the fact that they're finally doing a Batman film that is almost entirely built on the premise of him, investigating a murder, I'm so happy. We got Riddler as the villain, who's being played by Paul Dano. We don't get to see him in the trailer. We do get to hear him. There is possibly a shot that is him, but it's a guy wearing head to toe, like wearing an outfit, and he's putting tape around a person's head. But yeah, Riddler is the villain. We get to hear his voice, and it's like a really muffled and like changed to like hide his actual voice.
If you are justice.
But yeah, epic trailer. I'll start off with the Batsuit. Batsuit looks sick. It looks great in my opinion, and it was the thing that I was honestly really worried about going into the movie just because of what we had seen from the set photos and whatnot. But rest assured, I think it's a great suit. I do think maybe it shows a bit too much of his face. I think it's a bit too high on his face maybe, but it's not a huge issue. I do believe Matt Reeves was talking about how as the movie goes on, his suit will progress because we're seeing it get more and more damaged as the film goes on. So we'll see it get upgraded. But the film, this is a movie where we're not seeing the origins of Batman. This is Bruce Wayne, who's already 2 years into his career as Batman. So Batman is being feared by the public. He's not yet that hero, right? And that's the era of Batman I love the most. I love it when Batman is a character who is, feared by citizens and criminals. And it's just everything I want. It's got the crime aspect. The friggin' fighting, I mean, we only got to see really one fighting sequence, and it was just Batman beating the absolute crap out of some thug, which is great. He breaks the guy's arm, he punches him like 4 times in the head, and then he says, "I'm vengeance," which gave me chills. He looks sick. There is no white eyes like people were talking about. That might be something that occurs later in the film, I suppose, but I wasn't necessarily expecting that anyways. It'd be cool to see that, but, yeah. Awesome. I think the suit looks great. I think the music in the trailer was really cool. It wasn't what I was expecting, but I liked it. Love the vibe it gave off, the tone. It just seemed perfect for that kind of movie. I think we get to see some of Catwoman. She doesn't really have any particular outfit yet. From what we see, she's just wearing kind of a regular thief outfit. She has like a little mask covering her face. But yeah, looks awesome. I don't know what to say. I can't wait. I don't know if the movie's rated R or not. I heard rumors that it could be. And if it is going to be R, I'm hoping it's for... not for, like, Batman swearing and Batman killing. I'm hoping Batman stays a character who is not, constantly dropping F-bombs. Just because I feel like that's kind of out of character. I'm hoping he's not killing people. I'm hoping if it is going to be, R, it's going to be because criminals and stuff are swearing and there's violence in that aspect. And the murder aspect and that kind of stuff, right? Like, similar to films like Seven or whatever. So we'll see how the film turns out. I'm so excited. We see one part where this guy has a bomb strapped to him. He has like duct tape over his mouth, and he has a letter on his shirt that says like for the Batman or something like that. So yeah, I love the tone this is giving off. I think Riddler's gonna be a really great villain in this. He's not gonna be over the top and stupid like he was in Batman Forever, where he's like Joygasm! You know, I think we're gonna see a Riddler here who is diabolical and evil and like, you know, a schemer in the sense that, you know, he's setting up all these like hard riddles and these like elaborate traps and stuff. It's just gonna be so awesome. It's gonna be like a mental threat for Batman, which is like my favorite type of threat for Batman. So yeah, cannot wait. This is easily my most anticipated movie of next year without a doubt, and there's so many films coming out next year. Like next year is a stacked year. But yeah, this tops the list for me. Even before this trailer, it was my number one just because of how much I love the Batman and how I really like what they've done with casting, what they've done with, you know, having Matt Reeves direct it, who I think is a very good director with the Planet of the Apes films that he made. So yeah, cannot wait. They talked a little bit about how Gotham is going to be in this movie and how their goal is to give us a version of Gotham that we haven't really seen, where, you know, it doesn't just feel like a typical city like Chicago, which was some people's problem with the Dark Knight trilogy, was that they kind of just used, you know, generic cities. That was something I do agree with. I like it when Gotham kind of has this almost like, you know, unique Gothic type architecture and everything feels different. And they said that, you know, to film like the Times Square type area, the city square of Gotham, they didn't use Times Square in New York. They used some area in Europe. I don't remember what they said. But, you know, it just in the sense where it's like, you know, it feels different, right? So we're not just seeing like the constant same cities, which I really like. So honestly, this is lining up to be, I think, like the most comic book accurate Batman in a way, which, I mean, I don't think it's going to drop the Nolan trilogy for me. I doubt that'll ever happen, but I do think this could easily be my favorite adaptation of Batman as a character. I do think that's possible, because everything is lining up so great right now. I love the suit. I love the voice that he does. The voice he has is great, so loving the trailer. Cannot wait for this movie. There's one really awesome shot where he's using a grapple hook and he goes up. Reminds me a lot of Batman Begins, but yeah, really cool. Cannot wait for this movie. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about the Batman.